Gotta get to my bike. No. No. Oh, that's... No, why? Road Rash. Oh, this takes me back. This game came out in 1996. Actually, it came out before that for the 3DO in like 1994, which I actually played on a 3DO in my youth. And the 3DO version was actually better, from what I remember. But this is the PlayStation 1 version of the game. Now, kind of, I don't want to say innovative for its time, but it actually has a career mode that has, I mean, for 1996, a little bit of depth to it, I guess. And that's what we're going to be doing. Oh boy, we get to pick a character. We're going to run through the characters. The bad boy. It's pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land. Oh, yeah. This character is brought to you by Bose Stereo Headphones. Punk looks like a hippie. Henchman number 2. I can fix her, but do I want to? Okay, I want to. You can take the girl out of New York, but can you take New York out of the girl? So we are going to go with Axel, and there is a reason for this. He is the only character that gets a chain as a weapon. All the characters, the only differences are the bikes they have, their starting bike, which honestly only matters for like a couple races, and their amount of starting cash, which... I mean, one race is $1,000, so really the difference in the cash doesn't really matter either. And it doesn't tell you. Each character has a different starting weapon. Axel gets a chain. Old Milwaukee Jones over here gets a pipe, for example. Brain-damaged Mike over here gets nothing. He just hits with his fists. So the game doesn't tell you that. Probably should. It's the only really thing that matters. But we're going with Axel. Once you get into the actual game here, you can go to the club. Once you go in the club, you can do a couple things here. You can go to the restroom, which is just the options. You can schmooze with the other riders, which there's kind of a relationship system in this game. It doesn't really matter too much, but if another rider likes you, they won't attack you. Or at least not attack you as often. It doesn't last, though, because if you punch anyone, they pretty much hate you. Or start to dislike you, so... It's not super important, but it is a nice touch for a game from 1994, originally. And the bulletin board is just where you pick your races. Nothing crazy there. So let's schmooze, but schmooze a little. There ain't enough hours in a lifetime to waste the weed whackers who can't ride. You've been messing with the wrong dude. I'm gonna put you in a permanent hurt box. See, now, clearly, he doesn't like us very much. You think life's a bitch, and then you meet me. Well, thanks for that, Rhonda. She's just indifferent. My boyfriend Axel's got a chain, and I'm not talking about his leash. Ew. Well, apparently Pearl is Axel's girlfriend, which is weird when you play Axel, because she just refers to Axel like he's not her boyfriend, which doesn't make sense. But whatever. They're the only two characters, I think, that have an actual, like, lore to their relationship. Okay, so let's finally get out there and race. All right, level 1. Let's pick a race. We got the city, Sierra Nevada, Napa Valley, the Peninsula, and everyone's favorite, the Pacific Highway. Let's just start it off with the city. Oh, that's loud. Oh, that is so loud. So that is ridiculously loud at the start. This game struggles with audio leveling really bad. Like, I can no longer hear anywhere. There's Axel's chain, which is, like, easily the best weapon in the game. Oh, yeah. You just hold O, and it just spins around. Your only other two options are the Billy Club, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as good as the chain. Oh, I just got... Whoa! That person we just ran over was Pearl, so we just ran over our own girlfriend. I'm sure she will be thrilled. You get the chain, the Billy Club, and unarmed, which unarmed is awful. But while you're unarmed, you can steal other people's weapons, so... The way I see it, why not just cut out the middleman and just start with a weapon? I don't know why you would pick one of the unarmed people. But you can also kick, which is super useful, because you can kick people off the road into objects, like poor Slim there. Oh. Old Milwaukee John over there, he likes us, so he's not going to attack us. Some characters just attack everybody. Like, I think Rhonda will try to fight just about everyone because she's insane. The earlier levels, like level 1, the bikes go kind of slow, so you don't really get too anxious. But in the later levels, the bikes go so fast, especially in like the levels where there's a lot of traffic. It gets intense. So I think we pretty much smoked everyone in this race. Unless I hit a car, I think we're taking this one all the way. Another downside of this game, at least as far as making a video with it, it has a ton of licensed music in it. A ton. Oh, hey. Hello, officer. You can't get arrested if you get knocked down while a cop is nearby. It doesn't have to be the cop that wrecks you either. If you hit a car or somebody else wrecks you, you lose. I think you lose all of your qualifying status for the levels. For the level that you're on. So if you're level 1, it clears all your wins for all of the maps. And it costs you a little bit of money too. Oh, that guy know how to party or what? Hopefully I don't have to cut all of this out, but there's licensed music in essentially every FMV scene, which sucks because a lot of them are really good. And if you play them muted, it just doesn't really have the same effect. First place! And that gets us $1,000. Very nice. So one of the other things you can do is you can go to Ollie's Scoot-A-Rama. And this is where you look at new bikes for yourself. There's 3 categories: rat bikes, sport bikes, and super bikes. Rat bikes are obviously the shit ones. Sport bikes are a little bit better, but still aren't great. And the super bikes are the ones that go so fast you just feel like you're gonna pass out. So you can come on in and you can look at a bike, which back in the day, this used to blow me away, which just goes to show you how far gaming has come. But you can click on the bike and you get a cutscene where they just swoop around the bike. And it, oh my god, it's so cool. My mind is blown. So, this used to have a loading time for each bike. So if you just wanted to look at a bike and see what its stats were, you had to sit through a loading screen and then wait for it to play this whatever this is, which nowadays is just silly, but back then it was sweet. And then wait for it to load the stats here. Oh, and then oh, I don't want this bike, and then you have to exit it and do it all over for the next one. It actually was truly awful and could take forever. So there's 5 tracks, there's 5 levels of each track. As they increase in level, they just get harder. Mostly they just get harder because they get longer. I think some of them might amp up the traffic a little bit too, but mostly it's just they get longer. The other riders get faster. You obviously have to buy a better bike to keep up. Like this city track that we just completed was only like, what, 4 or 5 miles in level 1. In level 2, it is 8.5 miles. In the higher levels, the races get really long. Also, if you leave the cursor sit too long, it switches to a music video, which is great and totally necessary. I love it. Anyway, the races get pretty long. They get like plus 12 miles or something, but the bikes go so fast that they take about the same amount of time. So we got a new bike. We got the Killer Rat bike. Let's take that Killer Rat and let's ride it on down the Pacific Highway, huh? And I can't hear. Oh my god, my ears. Ugh. I don't know why that is so loud. You can turn the engine sounds off, but then there's just nothing, and it's actually, like, really awkward. Oh, Dex is gone. So this is the one track where you can wreck instantly if you fly off your bike and you or your bike goes over the cliff to the right and falls in the water. It's pretty awful. If you wreck in big game mode, you have to pay out some money to fix your bike. And you also lose, I think you lose your qualifying status for all the tracks that you qualified for, but I'm not sure. That might only be if you get busted, actually. Oh, that son of a bitch. So, wrecking, you wreck, you gotta run back to your bike. It's a pain in the ass. The game doesn't tell you this, but there's like a maximum distance you can fly from your bike, and it'll just like drag your bike closer to you if you keep running away from it. Oh my, that man was flying like Superman through the air. Your bikes also handle worse the heavier they are, so like this bike is pretty fast, but it is super heavy, so it turns horribly. Oh, wrecking people, it feels so good. Officer. Oh, you gotta be careful when there's a cop. I actually prefer to slow down and let the cop catch up so that I can wreck him. Because, like, if I get in a fight right now or somebody kicks me in front of a car or something, I can just get arrested, which is awful. Okay, I think the cop's gone. I don't hear him anymore. Oh, Grub, that's the guy that wrecked us earlier. Get back here. Payback. Pretty much with most of these races, what happens is once you get to first place, you just blast ahead. And then as long as you don't make a mistake, you're usually good as long as you have a fast enough bike. So all we have to do now is just not mess up. Oh, no mistakes. Way out in front. Okay, no. So, not way out in front. Oh, we're gonna take it though. We're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. Oh, look at that kick mid-turn. Very nice. And she must have hit something because her health dropped real low, so she must have wrecked. Oh, that feels so good. There it is, your winner. As those two guys try to punch each other. Oh, hey, it's the same scene again. Ah! You look like you've seen better days. Right back at you, honey. Ugh. I don't know what it is about the art, but man, like these characters, some of them just give me the heebie-jeebies. Like, ugh. Like Rhonda, look at her. Would you take that home to mama? I probably would. Who am I kidding? My parents wouldn't like you, Axel. That turns me on. Oh man, that girl. That girl's got problems. That's trouble. It's new bike time, and I think we're gonna get this beauty right here. This yellow beauty. Once it loads. An extremely reliable heavyweight, the German DMW is a good mount for the Rasher who likes to brawl. This thing is really heavy, handling stable, acceleration moderate, top speed, hair-raising. I will take it. You bought yourself a new bike. Keep the rubber side down. All right, so we have us a new bike. So this bike is one of the heavier ones, and you can tell almost right away, at least when you're playing, that this thing handles like absolute garbage, but it goes so fast. So for a map like this, this is the Peninsula, and it's pretty much another city map. This bike is awful because it's hard to get out of the way of traffic, but it goes so fast. We got Bose stereo headphones. Oh, he's kicking us. He's kicking us. Oh, into the car. Love to see it. Ow. Ow. Oh, God. No. Oh, God. I can't turn. I can't turn. Awful. Why did I buy a bike with such horrible handling? The plus side to the heavier bikes is they can take a lot more damage. Your bike's health bar is the one in the middle underneath my position. So the one under the 3. Cops can also arrest you if you slow down too much. So you kind of got to be careful of that. Which I just got arrested. I just got arrested. Yep. Fuck. Wait. He went too far forward. He couldn't arrest us. He went too far forward. Oh man, I don't know if I've ever had that happen. Wow, we got lucky. Oh, another cop. Oh man. That van just wrecked him. Whoop, sorry, sir. I'm surprised Rhonda's not trying to wreck us. Oh, these turns. These turns are not good. So, if you've ever played, like, the game Outrun, this game's kind of like that, in that your bike kind of turns with the turns on its own, and you have to make, like, small adjustments. It's really floaty, and it's kind of, it's hard to describe, but when you play it, it takes a couple races to get used to how the bike moves with the road, but then at the same time it doesn't. There's hazards in the road like oil slicks and water puddles and whatever those things are. They don't really tend to mess you up too much though. Like, I don't really try to avoid them. They're just kind of there. Look at that. Another victory in the bag. Oh. It's the cops, man. Look at these guys trying to climb the fence. What are you doing? Gave him the old switcheroo. There's no possible way we can get them now. There's no way. They're gone. They might not have bikes like these back in Akron, but then again, they didn't have roads like this either. I don't know what that means. And like, I've been to Akron and I still don't know what that means. Finally, made it to level 4. Going to get our first super bike. The third most expensive one. The top one is the Diablo. We're gonna go with the $30,000 Bonsai Super Sport 750 chassis with a 1000cc engine inside of it. What could possibly go wrong? Some of the super bikes have nitrous. I don't know if this one does or not. Middleweight on steroids. Oh, it has an 1100cc engine in it. I was mistaken. Super Sport is the Bonsai's 1100 power plant stuffed into a 750 chassis. It is actually 60 or 70 pounds lighter than our last bike, and it should be a lot faster. Handling, twitchy, acceleration, explosive, top speed. It's fast. So let's see, well, let's schmooze first. See what's going on. Got a bad feeling about you. Feel like I'm gonna do something really bad. Oh, okay. That was very threatening. Peace out, brother. I don't want to have to put a heavy on you. Okay. So Milwaukee hates us. Bose hates us. In New York, we had to mug our mothers just to get milk money. Well, that's... Rhonda, charming as ever. Keep hassling me and I'll have to introduce you to one of my favorite trees. Aw, Slim Jim. Everybody hates us. We're not very popular. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're trying this baby out on the Sierra Nevada. It is now like 13 miles long on level 4. So, oh my god. This bike handles so much better than that other piece of garbage I was riding. Oh. Oh, that feels so good. I'm weaving back and forth. Oh, like some kind of dragonfly or something. It's incredible. Jeez. All right. 9th place. We gotta work our way up here. Oh god. All right. Okay. Everybody's kicking me. Officer. Oh no. Zippy stole our chain. Oh no. That's not good at all. Oh, I hear him. Max is behind me. He's coming. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, we're fine. We're back on track. Somehow he didn't pass me. I'm not sure how. Oh god. Get out of here, Max. Somehow I got a chain back. I don't know how. I guess he had a chain. Sweet. Oh, here comes Sydney. I can hear her. Oh my god. Dropped on top of us. Like Batman. Oh, I missed. Thought I had him. I missed. I love just tagging him when I go by. I think... I don't remember how long I said this was. 13 miles? We're close. 3 more to go. These turns are getting insane. I think we're almost done. Just like half a mile to go. Oh, there it is. Another win. Oh, what? Slim was in front of us? I didn't even realize that he was in front of us. Oh, man, I'm an idiot. Man, he was going fast. We weren't in first place that entire race then. That's crazy. So that has been Road Rash. In 2024 now, is it worth playing? And I would say, yeah. I mean, I played it for like, what, 2 hours, 3 hours now, and it was fun. It's a good time. I mean, the graphics are kind of, but as far as like a PlayStation 1 game goes, it's probably the best you could ask for as far as like entertainment. I mean, you get a couple hours out of it and you keep going. Be sure to subscribe and throw a like my way. There's plenty more game hashtag content to come. This was a fun one. I'm glad I decided to go back and play it.